Hello, today I'm sharing some drugstore makeup that's every bit as good as high-end. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new, and let's get started with a new product from Milani that I have been loving. This is their new Conceal and Perfect Blur Out Powder. This is a very finely milled, talc-free translucent powder. It has a flip-top lid to contain the powder that's beneath the mesh insert. Now, when I say this is finely milled, I mean it's so finely milled, you almost can't even see what I just picked up on my finger, and it's completely invisible when I try to show you what it looks like on the back of my hand. It's one of those powders where you can see a cloud when you tap into it with your brush or whatever tool you're using. You only need a tiny bit of product and you can just dust it over your face, and it just does this beautiful job of blurring and getting rid of shine, but it looks like skin, and it also doesn't take away from any sheen that you have from products underneath. Now, if I'm setting foundation or cream products, or if I'm just using it by itself, I also like to take a brush and dust it over my face lightly, because you really only need a little bit of product. And after I've dusted it on, I then press it into my skin very gently just to make sure that I'm set a little bit longer. But I feel like if I go in initially with a sponge like I do other powders, I just don't need that much powder. I think this is a powder that will work really well across all skin types because it's so finely milled and because it looks natural and like skin. I have combination skin, and this has worked really nicely on the outer perimeter where I'm more normal and can show some dryness in the cooler months. It looks beautiful on that area of my face, and at the same time it softly mattifies my shine prone areas in the center of my face. I've used this to set my makeup, I've used it as a finishing powder to touch up with, and it's just really beautiful. It gives a blurred, kind of soft focused filter finish and feels really lightweight and silky. Every time I've used this, it's felt like a high-end experience because it's so silky and it just applies so beautifully. Because this is newer as of my filming this video, there aren't many reviews, but I predict more people are going to be talking about this very soon. I've not had much success with balm foundations. They just don't mesh well with my skin type in my humid climate that's hot most of the year. They just break down, or they make me too shiny too quickly, or they just look bad in general. So L'Oreal Age Perfect 4-in-1 Balm Foundation was a complete surprise for me. I was not expecting to like this. I wasn't expecting it to work, and it has become a rotated foundation in my everyday makeup drawer. I use this quite often. I was actually going to film this video yesterday, so I had it on during another video that I filmed, and even though it's sheer to medium coverage, it still looks good on camera. I think so anyway, which is a little odd. You typically need fuller coverage foundation on camera, but I think because it just makes your skin look like good natural skin, your skin but better, it somehow works. It evens out my skin tone and imperfections and feels lightweight yet hydrating at the same time during the day, and it doesn't make me greasy. It just gives me really nice natural looking skin. Plus, there are skin benefits in addition to the coverage that it gives. It's supposed to firm and smooth fine lines over time, which I love. I love the packaging. I love everything about this, the way it applies, the way it wears, the way it looks. You could put this in a high-end jar and you would not be able to tell that this was a drugstore product. Before I share the rest of the drugstore makeup products, some of which I have on my face, I want to take a brief moment to thank today's video sponsor, Ritual. The new year is the perfect time to commit to some daily wellness, like taking a multivitamin daily. Ritual has multivitamins specifically designed for various life stages. I've been taking Essentials for Women. Their delayed release transparent capsules contain 9 high-quality nutrients, including D3 and omega-3, that are difficult to get enough of in our everyday diets. So instead of overloading you with more than your daily value of certain nutrients, these are designed to fill the nutritional gaps in your diet that may be unfilled on a daily basis. Ritual vitamins are convenient and gentle on the stomach, so you can take them any time of day with or without food. I also like the fact that they put a mint tab in here. It helps with that omega-3, which we all need, but sometimes it's not that pleasant to take. The mint makes it more palatable. Ritual products products are vegan friendly, gluten and allergen free, non-GMO, and contain no additional sugar. They also offer different vitamins to address the specific needs of postmenopausal women over 50, prenatal and postnatal vitamins, vitamins for kids and teens, men over and under 50. And if you're interested in products for gut health, they have a symbiotic range that addresses gut health, as well as an essential protein range. You can get 30% off your first month of Ritual with my code StephanieM30. I have the link in the code down in the description box, so you can browse around their site and check out their different multivitamin options and start your year off on the right foot. Now, both the L'Oreal Foundation Balm I just shared with you a little bit ago and the Catrice True Skin High Cover Concealer were in my best drugstore products of the year for 2022 video. I'll have that video linked down below along with all the products I'm sharing with you today. Both of these products were products that I just loved last year, which is why they were in that video. And they're in this video because I think they're every bit as good or better than many high-end products. I've said several times that this Catrice True Skin Concealer is the closest drugstore dupe that I found to my beloved Dior Forever Skin Correct Concealer, which has been reformulated. I just did a video on that. If you haven't seen it, I'll also have it linked down below and up in a card. You can catch it after this video. This is a very creamy concealer. It blends out beautifully and easily. It's great for under the eyes as well as the face and gives medium to medium full coverage, but almost seems like it covers a little bit more because of how it blurs and smooths. It's very hydrating, lightweight, comfortable, kind of moves with your under eye area. If you're not someone that's prone to creasing, this probably would not crease on you. I do have to set my under eye with powder because I am someone that creases no matter what concealer I use, just right under my lash line. It's a very natural skin-like concealer that covers well, brightens, and is flattering. It's great if you have dry skin, texture, or fine lines. I love it. I think it's every bit as good and better than a lot of the high-end concealers I've ever tried. The older I get, the more that lip liner becomes a must-have for me. I know some people skip it. They think it's a non-essential, but when I was younger, my lip pigmentation was pretty solid and my lips were pretty full. The older I get, I lose fullness, I lose pigmentation, it becomes a little more uneven. So lining very lightly with a natural lip liner and filling in can make all the difference in the world with how good my lips look. And when I first tried these Kokie retractable lip liners, I was blown away at the quality. I just think that they are so great and so much better than many of the high-end lip liners that I've tried. You can see how easily the shade Warm Nude is gliding on my lips right here. And because these have such nice pigmentation, they're really nice to slightly overline your lips with, yet not make it look too obvious that you overlined your lips. And another important feature of these lip liners is that they're not drying. They don't start to make my lips feel shriveled and dry and emphasize vertical lip lines. They're just really nice. They keep lip products on longer and do exactly what a lip liner should, but at a more affordable price. I think the first video I showed these in was an Amazon video. I know that's where you can get these. I'm not sure where to find them locally. I just know they're available on Amazon. I'll have them linked there. So I just pulled 3 random nude neutral shades that I reach for pretty often. We have Warm Nude, Dusty Rose, and Nude going from top to bottom. And that's just one swipe of the pencil for each of them, so you can see the pigmentation right there. It's really nice. There are some high-end lip liners that don't glide on this easily or look this flattering, and these have just been really impressive. Now, if you are wondering what I have on over the Kokie Warm Nude lip liner, it is the Wet n Wild Mega Slicks Lip Gloss in Bronzed Berry. I am a broken record with these. I think these are amazing. They're around $3 or less each, and they are without a doubt high-end quality. They have hydrating, nourishing ingredients, really nice opacity, and they're flattering. It does not matter what shade you get. They have so many shades to choose from. I have several shades. I enjoy them all for various reasons. I just wanted to show you what was on my lips right now and mention it very, very briefly, and only briefly since I talk about these all the time. I think if you put this on and didn't know that it was less than $3, you would think it was luxury. That is how good these are. So that's just my quick mention of a product that I talk about all the time. It needs to be in this video because it is as good as or better than high end. One of my favorite throw on and go cheek stick stick cream blush products. It's from the drugstore. It had to go in this video. It's just so good. This is the Pixie On The Glow Blush Tinted Moisture Stick. Now, don't be thrown off by that name if you are on the oilier side. I'll show you what this looks like on me here in a second. Now, at first glance, this looks like it is a pricier drugstore product at $18, but you get 0.6 ounces in here, which is a lot for a stick blush. So you get a lot for that $18. So the shade that you're seeing on my face is this one. It's Floor. This is from yesterday when I filmed another video. I was going to film this one right after, which is why I had it on, but it just didn't happen. It looks so natural and applies so beautifully, whether it's directly over your skin, over foundation, or even over powder. And it doesn't stay tacky or wet looking, but it doesn't look dry. So although it's called a tinted, what is it called? Tinted moisture stick, I don't find that I feel sticky or tacky. That's very, very important to me. This is such a nice product to wear on its own, to layer under powder blush. It wears well throughout the day and it just looks lit from within, beautiful. And I actually don't think that these are talked about enough. I said that this was on my face yesterday. It's not on my face today. What's on my face today was kind of a last minute decision. Do you remember this viral, mega viral Physicians Formula strawberry jam? There were little strawberries imprinted on here, and it does smell like strawberries. It went out of stock. You couldn't get your hands on it. Well, I looked on their website the other day for something, and this is back. So I just wanted to let you know that because the quality of this is really nice. The color is really pretty. It's a soft pink. I'm hoping my lights aren't washing it out too much. I actually should have layered these, but this is just this color on its own, just lightly applied, and it does wear well. So this wasn't an original inclusion in this video, but because it does seem to be back, I kind of wanted to put this public service announcement in here and just mention that it is really good. Even though the packaging of Physicians Formula products has always been an issue for me, I still do love the quality and the shade of the Strawberry Jam blush. L'Oreal Infallible Fresh Wear Bronzer in the shade medium, that's the shade that I wear, is a bronzer that I reach for regularly, oftentimes over other high-end bronzers, because it's so effortless and it just looks very natural and sun-kissed when I apply it where the sun naturally hits, which is how I personally apply bronzer. I almost feel like in this clip you can't even really tell that I'm applying bronzer because it is such a subtle effect, but that most of the time is what I like to do with bronzer. So I just swirled the shade medium around a little bit, very unevenly, so you could see on my light medium skin anyway, it's not going to give you bronzer overload. Sometimes when you swatch bronzers, they can look so dark. The tone is nice. It looks like your skin after you apply it. It doesn't look like you have powdery bronzer on, which is very important to me. And it has longevity. It lasts all day, which is extremely important with color products that you put on your face. I love this. I think the quality is great. It's every bit as good as many of my high-end bronzers, which is why I reach for it so regularly. If you're curious as to how the newly reformulated Dior Forever Concealer compares to the original that was my holy grail, check this video out. I hope you found this video helpful and enjoyable. If you did, give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you're not already. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.